Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, and I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to tune in. I'm just getting ready, as you can see, for Makeup to Makeup. And today, yesterday, I had posted a poll that I got people to vote on, and it was about purple makeup, and one had a little bit of a lighter, it was just more purple underneath, and it had kind of a gold and shimmery look on the top, but it was very simple. And the other one had a lot of purple, like a deep purple, and then some like a silvery creamy color in here, and like a blue on the edge, and it was, gold, and it was very it stood out. So hello Chantal, hello Newman, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hashtag live. And thanks for the beautiful. So I decided to go ahead, since everybody really liked the dark purple color or whatever, I've decided to go ahead and recreate it myself. Now, here's the thing. I thought that my printer had ink in it, however, it doesn't. Hi Kirk, hi Sean, thanks for tuning in today. So I thought my printer had ink in it, however, I come to find out that it does not. So the picture that I posted of the eye makeup that I'm going to be trying to recreate today, I don't have the picture in front of me because my laptop is packed, and so's my tablet and all that stuff, because we're getting ready to move. So, in the spring, of course, but we weren't sure if we were actually going to be moving this year, like before Christmas, or if we were going to be moving next year. So, either ways, most of my stuff is packed, so, and my printer's down. So, I'm going to be recreating this look from memory. And first thing that I always do is I get myself all set up here, and I'm going to start. I'm going to show you guys how I just start with the basics, right? Because not everybody knows how to do makeup, or some things might be a little confusing, different types of brushes and stuff like that. So this one here is actually a lash and brow combo brush. So I'm actually going to use, and I'm going to use this side, and I'm just going to liven up my brows just a little bit. These are like just little, help shape them or whatever before you throw any makeup on. I need to go and get my brows done again. I am thinking, hello Jeannie, how are you? How's the weather out in BC? It's pretty cold here in Ontario. So I need to go and get my brows done again and get them reshaped, because I'm really starting to see, I had them done about a month ago, and I'm really starting to see the little hairs coming back out again. And I tried waxing them on my own, and this happened. I ended up with this like gap. Chantal says she needs a rake for her brows. That's what I felt like before I got mine done last month. The lady was tweezing them, and holy Lord, I was like, I don't know if I like tweezing or waxing. But so I just, like I said, just lightly brush the brow. And again, because I'm going to be using my foundation brush, I use this brush every single day for my mineral foundation. However, I like to keep my brushes clean, and I find that keeping your brushes clean helps when you're applying your makeup, because just because you're using the same foundation brush or whatever kind of thing, you still got like dried up foundation from yesterday and kind of things. So it's always nice to just give it a little spray. Oops, sorry, that way. I just spray it off camera. I just got a little cloth here, paper towel, and I'm sprayed it, and I'm just lightly gonna smear it and I'll show you guys. Although I only used 3.5 drops of foundation yesterday on my brush, you can still see that there was still that much left over, right? So now I'll go in the upper corner here, just make sure that it's, get all that little extras off, right? And it's a nice soft brush. It's actually softer than when you touch your own skin. So, hello Allison, how are you today? So I did the brows, and my first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add my foundation. Now yesterday, again, because I'm still pretty new at this myself, and I'm learning, but it's all about learning and moving forward and having fun with it, right? So it doesn't mean that it has to be perfect all the time. Just gotta be fun doing it. So yesterday, when I was putting on my foundation, I was using my brush, and I noticed that up in here, after I watched my video on replay, I noticed that up in here or whatever, I didn't actually get the quite perfect blend. So I'm gonna try to touch that up a little today. So I am using my Mineral Touch foundation, which gives you a nice flawless look, and it's a dropper, as you can see, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and just not even quite a fourth, so not much. And then I'm gonna put this away because I honestly am not gonna need any more of those. So glasses off. And while I'm doing my video, you'll see glasses on, glasses off. And if you're tuning in, say hello, let me know that you're here. Because when I have my glasses off, I might not always see you come in. So here we go. So I'm going to start with my forehead, do a T. And again, as I'm blending, I will be putting my glasses back on so that I can really get up in there. Now some people, I was saying yesterday, I think I put them away. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna reach over here for 1 second. I was saying yesterday that some people prefer using a brush, which I'm a really big fan of. And some people prefer using the sponge. Now, if you wear makeup, let me know in the comments, or if you've ever worn makeup, even in the past, what you use to put your foundation on. What works better for you? Brush, sponge. Do you wet your sponge and spread your foundation that way? Or do you prefer a brush? You find a brush blends better? I really enjoy the brush, as you can see. I am going to continue to try and perfect the whole sponge thing by, doing the adding water and so on and so forth, and see if I can use it and help spread my foundation around like I do with my brush. So again, I'm just gonna lift up my hair here just because yesterday, like I said, at the end of my video or during my video, I noticed that I had a few spots that were not blended. Now, again, I'm gonna put my glasses on because unfortunately I am rather blind without them. Just so that I can make sure it wasn't too bad today. A little dab right there. There. And we'll just put it there. And that's it. Very simple. Now I have a nice start, right? Foundation's on. Covered up a lot of my blemishes, and it's not a thick foundation, which is really nice. It's a mineral foundation, and when it dries, it feels very light on your face. I'm just gonna get in there. Hello, Sue. How are you? Hi, Lori. Thanks for tuning in today. So again, 3.5 drops is about what I used of foundation, and it's just a very light cover. Very when it dries, it's very very light and almost powdery instead of that that thick wet like almost like clay feeling, like when you put foundation on it's too thick, it's clumpy, as you can tell. No clumps. So all right, so we were going with purple today. Now I got my foundation on. I'm going to touch it up with a little bit of my contour trio. It's a sculpting trio, and it's just a very light powder, which I'm going to apply with my powder conceal brush. And I'm actually going to use, sorry, before I do that, I'm breaking my own rule here. Cleaning the brush, right? Don't want anything from yesterday on there today. All right. Clean, clean, clean. There we go. And again, this brush, just like all my other ones, very soft on the face. If you have, if you're like me and you have fibromyalgia, I find certain brushes or whatever are very, very picky, although they seem spongy. These ones here are very feathery, so they don't feel like they're scratching your face when you're trying to put a little bit of powder on. These are very light and feathery, which is important for me because I don't want this to be a painful experience. And when you have fibromyalgia, your nerve endings are actually more sensitive, making anything that touches your skin annoying at times. So these brushes are very, very gentle. They're very feathery, very light and soft. And I'm just gonna give a little extra lighter contour around the eyes, just because we're working on the eyes today. All right. All right. So again, because we're doing eyes today, eyes, I am going to add a primer. It's an eye primer. Now, think of it this way. When you are, if someone's painting, whether you're, painting your house or whatever, painting, you have to normally start with a canvas or whatever, right? So your canvas, you've done your foundation and your primer, because we're going to be concentrating on the eyes today. Your primer is like when you paint a wall. You want to change the colors that are going on your wall. Let's say you want to go from a blue bedroom, or gray, like this one here is gray, and I wanted to paint it completely white. Well, I could paint it completely white and I could just throw white paint on top of it. However, the paint will absorb into the other paint that's already there, right? So you want something to coat the paint that's underneath so that you can add your fresh coat of paint on top. So primer. Because I'm going to be adding different colors, I want my primer to go on nice and smooth so that when I apply my my different shades, it gives it a smooth texture, and hopefully less of the powders and stuff going into the creases of the eyes, so giving you again a smoother overall blend and look. So now, like I said, I don't have the picture completely in front of me because my printer is broken. So my primer's on. I'm going to use two different shadow palettes today. First, I'm going to start with my number 4, and I'm actually going to be using, ooh, that was close. I'm going to use Tender. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Tender to put as a base for my, okay, this is the part where I need to put my glasses back on. So I know I'm picking the right brush to do this with, right? All right, so silly me. So all I'm doing is I'm going to add this Tender color on, and I'm going to use it as a base so that when I'm adding my other colors on top, they'll stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to use my Deluxe brush, and I haven't used it yet. So there's no need to clean because it's brand new. All right, so I'm just gonna, again, the Tender, tap it off a little bit because you don't want your powder falling too far, right? So I'm gonna go right in the corner here because I'm gonna be adding color all the way in. So I'm just gonna do a very light base color called Tender on the Shallow palette number 4. 4, that's my favorite number. Do you have a favorite number? What's your favorite number? Tell me your favorite number in the comments. Mine's 4. 4. The reason my favorite number is 4 is because there's 4 years difference between my husband and I. There's 4 days difference between our birthdays. We have 4 children between the two of us. And there's a couple more reasons, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. So that's it. So now I've got my base, right? And it's just a very simple, almost like a white color, right? So that way there, when I'm adding my other colors on top, they will hopefully blend in a little bit better. And again, this is my first time trying something super bold like this, so I'm hoping that it turns out. All right. So now I'm going to, let me see. I am going to start lining the bottom part of my eye. Now in the picture, the lady had a very dark line, eyeliner, like from here, like all the way across. So I'm going to use my handy dandy. I'm going to go with a pencil eyeliner this time. Just a simple black. And I'm going to try to line my eyes. But I am likely going to, after I'm done lining it, and I've actually put my color blend and all that in, I'm actually, excuse me, probably going to go ahead and use a powder to touch up the darkness of the liner, just so that it stands out a little bit more. So here we go. Eyeliner. Ooh. Hello, Rochelle. How are you today? I did a poll the other day on makeup, and we picked out everybody, well, the people that did vote, thank you very much, picked out a bold purple. So I'm trying to recreate it with no picture in front of me because my printer gave out. And my tablets are packed away. And so is my laptop because we are in the process of getting ready to move. So my only way of doing this is by memory. So here we go. I'm new at this. So we're gonna go with the flow. There's nothing like learning together and having some fun. And that's what it's all about. taking chances and trying something new. And again, I don't use liner. I like using my shadows, my eyeshadows actually, to line my eyes, but I figured that I would try. Alright, so it's getting there. Okay, so she had the bottom part lined, and then in the corner here on both eyes, or on the one eye, she had almost like a V in the teardrop that was a very light, almost a beigey silvery color. So I didn't have the exact color, so I'm gonna actually use, because I'm gonna be using my purples and pinks from here, I'm actually going to use my Shallow palette number 5, and I'm gonna use these bright colors, right? So I've got my pinks and purples, the gold, and then I'm gonna use the silver to go in on the inner corner of my eyes. So, first things first, brushes. Which brush am I going to use for that corner? That's my crease brush, so I don't want to use my crease brush. So let's put the glasses back on, because Danielle is blind without them. And let's pick the right brush. There we go. We are gonna go. Now, I have used this brush before, so this is a liner and shade brush. I'm just gonna, because again, like I said, I have used it before, so I just want to make sure that I've got no. I'm usually pretty good at cleaning my brushes after using them, but sometimes I don't, so I just want to make sure that I don't have any extra makeup from another time on there. All right, so moving on. Silver in the corner. Okay, so again, Shallow palette number 5. All these colors. Would you wear these? What color's your favorite? Tell me in the comments. Do you like the silver, the gold, the copper, pink, purple? What is your favorite colors to wear? Do you wear something maybe a little bit more subtle? Again, I'm just going to go with the V. And this is where I need my mirror. A little closer. So all I'm doing is I'm highlighting, trying to highlight the corner of my eye. Now again, new. This is my first time being this creative. So if it's not 100% perfect, you know what? That's all right. If we end up having a good laugh out of this, because I don't know, I come out looking more like Alice Cooper than the whole glamoury Cher maybe look that I'm trying to get. So be it. It is what it is. I am not afraid to have a little bit of fun, right? Not wrong. Have fun. So I'm building up the eyes, right? Right now, it looks weird. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So the next color in, we went with the silver, and we're gonna go with the gold. Now, the gold is gonna come across from meeting up with the silver here on either side, and we're going to go about halfway across the eye, because then we're going to bring in the purple from there. So let's use, no, that's the cream shadow brush. We don't want to use that. Let's use our crease brush, because we're going to need to get into the creases in here. So again, cleaning the brush, squirt, squirt. Spray, spray. So what do you guys got going on today? It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Sunday here is football day. It's all day football. Football starts, depending on where the game is played. I know they've been having, there was a few times that they had some games that were to be played out in the UK, I believe, so they were on at like 8:30 in the morning. However, I do believe that they're starting again at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and going on from there. So we're looking forward to our Dallas game. Go Dallas! All right, so Silver, who's tuning in there? Hello, Randy. Sorry, I gotta get really close because I don't have my glasses on. So I did my outline of my silver, and I'm gonna go ahead. I cleaned my brush, and I'm gonna use the Vindictive. I'm gonna call it gold. Oh, I don't know. Vindictive sounds a little wrong, right? I'm trying to be vindictive. So again, using a different brush, I'm just adding in my gold. So you can see I've got like a silver and a gold going on, right? I'm actually enjoying this. You know, they say sometimes you don't realize how much fun you're gonna have doing something until you actually do it. And then you sit there wondering, going, what was I so scared of? Right? People are gonna watch or they're not gonna watch. Either ways, one day, people will start tuning in. And people will start realizing how much fun this is. Right? All right. So, now I went with the gold, the silver, and the gold. And I need to bring my gold up here, down here. So, I'm going to set my crease brush aside because I am not done with it quite yet. And I know everything looks a little weird now, but we're going to blend. We're gonna blend, and we're gonna blend. We just gotta finish it up first, right? So I'm gonna use my eyeliner brush. As you can see, it's a smaller brush. And it looks like I did use that one before. So I'm gonna use my spray. And I'm just gonna give it a quick spray, a quick clean. See? I'll show you. You don't think that you have anything on your brush, but you actually do. That little black stuff, that was from when I did my eyeliner yesterday, as a matter of fact. So again, I went with the the Brilliant for the inside, which is like a silvery. And then I went with the Vindictive for the gold. And I'm going to use the same Vindictive gold. And I'm going to now start aligning my eyes, the bottom part. Again, I'm playing this by memory. I just remember her having the gold that came across that matched up. If you hear a weird noise in the background, I apologize. It's probably my cat. She's, I don't know what it is with our animals, but holy man, oh man. Every single one of them, for some reason or other, when they clean themselves, are like super loud. What is that? Are your animals loud when they clean themselves? I mean, like, you know when you get frustrated by someone that eats loudly and they're like smacking their lips and kind of, yeah, my animals do that. Cleaning themselves, and it's oh my god, stop licking. Drives me nuts. It's the silly little things in life sometimes that drive me crazy. All right, so So I've got my silver, and then I brought a little bit of my gold down. Now, I'm gonna go with my purple. Start adding some purple. Bang out some colors. Where's my spray? There it is. And again, I'm gonna use my crease brush. And I'm gonna go with this Wicked Fearless purple. There we go. Fearless. Fearless. Because that's how we should all feel. Fearless. All right. Now, I know it looks a little odd. However, I still need to blend, right? So, panic pop. Don't worry. I got this. I promise I do. I do. And like I said, if I don't, the worst that's going to happen right now is we are all going to have a couple of good laughs. I don't have my... I obviously don't have my glasses on here, so let's when I put my glasses back on, it's probably gonna look different. All right, so before I go any further, actually, I'm gonna pop my glasses back on because I just want to see. So let's take these back off for a second here so I can see. What do you think? We're blending. I still need to blend it in, obviously. I'm gonna bring my mirror a little closer just because I want to see. All right, so I'm going to start using this one here. It's my angled. Oh, I just lost one of my brushes. My angled shadow brush because I want to bring that shadow in just a little bit. And of course one side, so it's gonna be harder than the other, right? You guys have that problem, or you ladies have that problem. I'm trying to make it blend, trying to make it even, and you're like, well, maybe that side's a little bit bolder than the other. But it's okay. Again, it's all about the fun, the fun, the fun, the fun, the fun. All right, so now I've got my purple going on in here. Let's get it some down in here as well, because again, in the pictures, she had the silver, the gold, the purple, and then I'm going to blend it all in, and then I'm going to add a little bit of a, I'm thinking I'm going to add a little bit of the blue just to kind of give it almost like a little bit of a smoky, hopefully, edge. So back to eyeliner brush now, because again, I used the eyeliner brush for the gold. I'm just gonna take off. Sorry about that. Arms in the way. Hello, Mike Campbell. How are you today? I believe you're tuning in from New Brunswick, if I'm not mistaken. We are looking forward to moving down there. We are going to be in New Brunswick in spring of 2019. Can't wait. Moncton area. Oh, depending on where we get our place, obviously, but we're looking in the Moncton area. So I'm going to go back to, I brought my, called Fearless, the purple, and I'm going to use the Fearless again. Just a little bit will do ya. Tap it off, and I'm going to bring my color down. Man, oh man, I really wish that I had that, my printer was working today so that I could have this picture. So I could get it to, see how close I'm getting it to look the same here. Okay, sorry, I gotta turn this way just because my light's a little, I don't mind lighting up my life, but that was a little bright. All right, so let's put the glasses back on before we do anything else. It's not bad. It's coming together. It's coming together. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. Okay, so I really like learning new things, as you can tell. And I'm really, really enjoying this. So now I've got purple. I've got gold. I am going to mix because in her picture, again, in that picture, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I noticed a splash, just a small splash of pink, like a shimmery, a very shimmery pink. So I'm going to use, what brush should I use for that one? Let me see. No, that's a cream shadow brush. I'm not putting cream shadow on, so I don't want to use that. I'm actually going to use the other side of my liner shader. And again, still with the same palette, number 5, I'm going to use the, let me see. I think I'm going to go with the Sarcastic. It's kind of a, no, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going with the Victorious because I just find that it's a little more pinky than coppery. So let's blend. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the other side. Because that doesn't give me a whole lot of what I'm looking for. So let's put a little. And again, it's just layering, right? Layer a little extra color. So I don't want to go overboard with this because I can get carried away very easily. I am going to use my that's my deluxe brush. That's not the brush shop. I am looking for my blending brush. Glasses. All right, there we go. See, glasses. Now, this is a blending brush. It's a little more poofy. And what it does is it just helps you sweep your colors together so that they look smoother, right? You don't have necessarily big blotches of anything going on, right? I think. So I find, for me, I find that the, let me see. I don't think it really quite looks, I find it hard to see with my glasses, first of all, to see if the colors are looking the same as that picture. So I am going to, let me get a little closer here. I'm going to, let me see if I can blend in a little bit more just to see what we can get. And use my liner shader brush. I'm just gonna lightly go over it. hopefully pull out. So the idea what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to pull out some of these colors and just lighten them up at the same time, just a little. I'm going to I personally think I went down a little too far on the. All right, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now because I don't want to overblend, but I am going to put just a very light color up in here just to, again, I'm gonna give it some flair. Not my cream shadow brush. Oh my goodness, I gotta get rid of that. Okay, go over there. Stay out of my way because I'm gonna get confused. All right. And that is that. So now I'm going to I am going to throw on. Oh, you know what? I completely missed doing my eyebrows. Let's throw a little bit of eyebrows on before we mascara. Brow artist brush, and I'm going with the Suspicious. Just because it's got a little, and I'm just gonna lightly do them. I'm not gonna. My eyes are gonna stand out enough that I don't want my eyebrows to take over my whole look. So I'm gonna go with a little bit of a lighter. Suspicious shade, just to, again, just blend it in lightly. Like I said, I really need to get my brows done again. Probably before Christmas would be a great thing to do. All right, so blending brush. And then I have my glasses on. Not too shabby. All right, so let's throw some mascara on and see if we can get this to bing bang. Oh, like the picture. All right. This is our Epic mascara. Now, if you are not a big fan of putting mascara on, or you're trying to figure out how some of these women get these gorgeous lashes, some people use eyelash curlers. I don't have one, so I use my brush and I get in as close as I can to my eyelash, like to the very rim of my eyelash, and then I just press down and I just hold it for a few seconds, and then I just do the tips. That way there, it helps the mascara set, and it helps your eyelashes get used to curling up. Right? And again, just hold it for a few seconds. Hold your brush right against your, as close to your lid as you possibly can, the root of your lashes. And just hold it for a few seconds, just to kind of tell them, hello, it's time to curl up. Wake up those lashes. And tip them off. Tip them off, tip them off. And of course you're not going to want to forget the bottom. And the trick, I find, everybody does their lashes differently. Because my lashes are very thin, I find holding a mirror as close as I possibly can so that I can actually see the lashes. So when I'm using my mascara brush, I'm getting, again, as close to the root, so where you would place your eyeliner, in a sense, of the eye, and you're just brushing it down. And if you need to, you can kind of give me a little extra something, something, a little extra push and shove, so that when you're tipping them and you're trying to get them to stand out or whatever, when you're painting your eyelashes, that's pretty much exactly what you're doing. You're painting your eyelashes, right? Your mascara is not going to clump, because nobody wants clumpy mascara, right? So again, okay, so now I'm going to turn this way because, and again, I'm just doing this to shake them up. Let's see if I can do it better. Yeah. There we go. Shake them up. And just pull them down a little. I don't know how well you guys are seeing this, and I apologize. Oh, you guys are right. I wasn't sure. Just want to make sure. Because again, makeup is not hard. It's just, you gotta learn how to do it. Right? And again, this way might not work for somebody else. This way here, someone might go, well, you know what, I don't really like doing my mascara that way. I like doing my mascara this way, or I like, actually rubbing it across, or whatever your preference is. That's what I like doing. I'm just showing you what I like to do. So, I'm going to put these glasses back on. And I'm looking. And I think I did not too bad of a job for a first try. I didn't even add the extra blue in there, but nor am I going to. But not too shabby. Maybe a little more intense than what I would normally do. This lighting is not that great. Oh, there we go. How's that? That's a little bit better for lighting. But again, I just tried to recreate something not too overly complicated. I added a bunch of different colors and just blended them up, and that's it. Didn't hurt to try something new, and it might not be exactly like that lady had, because I mean, she had obviously super professional makeup going on there. Not that my makeup's not professional, but she actually had a makeup artist to apply her makeup, chances are. So, not too shabby. I'm just going to, normally I put a little bit of a darker lip stain on. However, today I'm just going to use my simple lip plump. I'm just going to throw a little bit on there. And again, if you're looking for a fantastic way to smooth out your lips before applying your lipstick or anything like that, grab yourself a new toothbrush, a soft bristle toothbrush. Hang on, I'm just gonna reach over here, sorry. Like this. And all you're gonna do is you're just gonna use, I've already done it, so you're gonna exfoliate your lips. And all you're gonna do by doing that is you're just gonna put your toothbrush in some warm water, and you're just going to rub it on your lips in a circular motion. And all that does is it helps if you have dry lips It really helps take care of moisturizing your lips and giving it a little bit of hydration, I guess you could say, more of a hydrated look instead of a dry look. So now, normally I put a little bit of a brighter pink lipstick on today. However, I'm feeling, although my shadows are bright, I'm feeling like a little bit more of a simple color for the lipstick. And again, the Cupid's bow. I'm still trying to perfect it, so I have not going to be using eyeliner. However, what I do is I push my lips out, kind of like you're going to give someone a kiss. Okay? And what I do is I go from the inside and I work my way out. So, like this. My inside. And then I just bring it out. You shouldn't talk while you're trying to do this. Alright. So now, because I don't have thick, bold lips, I'm not overlining. Which is a problem I had when I first started trying to use lipstick and eyeliner and lip liner, sorry. I found that trying to make my lips as perfect as some of these models in the magazine, because they got gorgeous like full lips or whatever, it just wasn't working for me. It actually made my lips look worse. So simple, basic, and not overdrawn. So that's it. It's Sunday and I'm gonna go finish, or not finish, but I'm gonna go start watching football with my husband. And tomorrow we're back to the cooking show. So we'll see you then and have a great Sunday. Hope you had fun.